Hello and welcome back to your South King County Real Estate Update. My name is Sarah Eggleston with Stone Egg Realty, and I'm back to deliver your local real estate news for the week. I'll go ahead and jump on right on into these slides. All right, so today is December 9th, 2022, and let's find out what happened this week. Oh, and I forgot to change this again. I usually have the Blue Friday up here, but I forgot to change it. But last week, the Seahawks did take away a win, 27-23. So that was really awesome against the Rams. Big plays in the last bit of the game. It's one of those that's like, it's going on until the very last second. So that was really cool. And then this coming Sunday, December 11th, they'll be taking on the Jaguars at 1:25. So go Hawks. And what happened this week? I decided that for this week's little what happened this week, I'm just going to give a quick summary of the announcements that I have at the end of this show, because there's a lot of information back there. So there is a fundraiser going on right now through my office. It is something that I am very proud to be a part of. It is for the Ronald McDonald House Charities. And these charities really help the families of sick children that are in hospital need care. The families, they're taking time off work. They need a place to stay. So Ronald McDonald House really works to provide the necessities for those families that are caring for the children and just there to support their children through their care without having to be distracted by work and the rest of what life throws at you. Having a sick kid is hard. I can't imagine how hard that must be. And to be able to take a step back and focus on your child instead of everything else is just awesome. So the Ronald McDonald House Charities holiday fundraiser that we're doing, you can either go to the Amazon list and purchase items from that list to be sent over, or you can just donate an Amazon card direct digitally or physically. You can donate it physically at our office in the Renan Highlands or digitally. And I will provide information in the description after the show. So make sure to check that out. Also, I have an open house coming up this weekend on Sunday, noon to 2 in Puyallup. So the address will be at the end of this show here. And my buyer and seller guides are now available for winter. So if you are thinking about making a move this winter or in 2023, please reach out and get one of these guides, because they are super informative, and they'll put you off on the right foot for your house hunt or sale. Go ahead and jump back into these slides. So this came out a few days ago. Despite seasonal slowdowns, Northwest MLS brokers report pent-up demand for housing. So November statistics came out, and brokers were not surprised. There was a lot of stuff that was to be expected. We do have significantly higher interest rates from the beginning of the year. So if we're looking at comparing numbers to the beginning of the year, then things are pretty drastically different. But there's still a lot of pent-up buyer demand. Interest rates have come down significantly from a month ago, and home prices have come down a bit. So there's a lot of stuff going on in the market right now to keep an eye on. Closed sales fell 42% from a year ago. Pending sales were down 40% from a year ago. Inventory is up from a year ago. No surprise there. 15% of November sales topped $1 million, while a year ago 14%. So actually almost 16%. And a year ago, it was almost 14%. So we have seen an increase in the sales over $1 million, despite the fact that we have had fewer sales. So that is just an interesting statistic. Brokers added 24% fewer listings than the same month a year ago. But like I said, our inventory is up. about 165%. So this is just showing that the buyers are not gobbling up the inventory like they were last year at this time. The fact that we are having this inventory build and having fewer listings come to market, this is just signs of a shifting market. J. Lennox Scott, chairman and CEO of J. Lennox Scott, had some good quotes. There is a shortage of unsold inventory, especially in the more affordable and mid-price ranges, where approximately 80% of the transactions take place within each market. He reported a strong level of activity intensity for new listings going under contract within the first 30 days. December is traditionally the low point of new listings coming onto the market because of the holiday season. Home mortgage interest rates are lower than a month ago. Noting economists forecast lower interest rates on the horizon as the economy works through lowering inflation. Homebuyers are currently purchasing at market price with the possibility to refinance when rates decrease. In the meantime, some buyers are purchasing with a 5-year or 7-year adjustable rate mortgage, which lowers the interest rate and monthly payment. So I think that sums up a lot of what's going on right now. The buyers that are still in the market are really taking advantage of these decreased prices before prices potentially rise next year. Meredith Hansen from Keller Williams, I totally agree with her insight here. With rents expected to outpace home prices, it may be a good time to take the plunge into home ownership, especially for first-time buyers. These first-time buyers should look at different opportunities to get their foot in the home ownership door. So she does mention, as I would as well, I think this is a great opportunity to look into if you're thinking about buying a home for the first time. There's so many home buyer resources. So the Washington Bond Program or the Washington State Housing Finance Commission, there's a home buyer class and a down payment assistance program that go hand in hand there. And it is a great program. So if you are wanting to get out of the rent cycle but can't save up for that down payment, please reach out. There are options to help out with the down payment. That brings us to our Market Stat Minute. We had 326 new listings in King County in the last 7 days, 473 pending, and 375 sold. So we did tick up in both new listings and pending listings from last week, but that was Thanksgiving week. So the fact that we ticked up this week is not that surprising, because we started out at a very deflated place last week on activity. And for our local area breakdowns, we had more pending listings than new listings in all 4 areas. Renton is a little bit closer than the others, but people are snatching up these homes. Those interest rates dropped a percentage point, and they are taking advantage of the increased inventory on the market. So if you are looking to buy, this is a really great time to be out there looking. And we have our monthly recap from J. Lennox Scott. Few new listings in December. So this is our November recap. And overall, we have about 2 months supply in the Southeast King County area. Over 1.5 million, that is almost 7 months of supply. So this is very, very selective in that upper price range. But if we look at the lowest price point, 0 to 350K, we have 0.9 months supply. So this is still pretty intense. We have a frenzy market still at 67.1% of the listings going pending in the first 30 days, between the 350 to 500K range. So depending on the market, price point and all that, the market is still very, very hot. It just depends on where you're looking and what price point, and it's very area specific. If we look at Southwest King County, we have about 1.9 total month supply. But if we look at the lower price point, it is significantly higher than the 0.9 we saw in Southeast King County. So this is 1.4 month supply. So Southwest King County is moving just a little bit slower in those lower price points than Southeast King County. And our showing traffic, they did dip down for that Thanksgiving week, but we have popped back up and are hitting this gradual slowdown towards Christmas holiday and then pick up heading into the new year. This is from Alan Pope. The Alan Pope charts. These measure inventory and net pending sales. So the blue line's inventory and the red is net pending sales. So you can see in the frenzied market of the last 2 years, the red line, the net pending sales, was above the inventory line because homes were getting gobbled up as soon as they came to the market. Once we hit June, those lines crossed, and the inventory has outpaced the net pending sales ever since. We did tick down ever so slightly in these metrics from that last month, but this is something to keep an eye on going forward. And so last time we were together, last week, we had an weekly average mortgage rate of 6.49 and a daily of 6.34. If we look at this week, we have dropped again on our weekly average mortgage rate to 6.33, continuing the trend of these decreasing rates. Fantastic news. While mortgage rates are still double what they were a year ago, I think now is a great opportunity to get in there, because if rates continue to decrease, you can always refinance. But if those rates continue to decrease, you'll be facing a lot more competition in the buyer's market. And our daily rate is 6.38. So it did go up just ever so slightly from yesterday, but it is overall on a downward trend. So there's some new reports that come out on Tuesday that'll affect the Fed rate and then mortgage rates. So we'll see what those have to say. And as I said, we are doing a holiday giving fundraiser, and we're raising donations for Ronald McDonald House Charities. You can scan this QR code, or as I said, after the live in the description, I will be posting the link to donate if you would like to buy something directly, or you can donate an Amazon gift card either digitally or physically at the Renton John L. Scott office. If you have any questions, please reach out about this. I can certainly answer those for you. Our goal is $3,500. So last I heard, we're at about 1,100 right now. So we've got a little ways to go. So come join us in raising these funds for this awesome charity. Buyer and seller guides are available. If you would like yours, please reach out. As I said before, this is just critical information if you are looking to make a move this year. And my open house, I thought the address was on this little clip, but that will be also posted in the description below, the comments below. Depending on where you're watching this, it might be in the description or it might be in the comments. But come down to Puyallup and see me for the list price is $540. It just came to the market and there's 5 bedrooms. Come check it out. 2,000 square feet, 5 bedrooms in Puyallup for under $550. So I think that's a pretty awesome deal, and I hope to see you there noon to 2 on Sunday. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. My phone number and email address are on the screen there. I would love to have a conversation with you about the real estate market in your area, an area you're interested in, the Ronald McDonald House fundraiser that we're doing, home buyer and seller guides, any of it. Reach out. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be back here next week at 3 p.m. for the last weekly update of the year. After that one, there will be a yearly recap episode sometime between Christmas and New Year's. So keep an eye out for that, and I will see you next week. Have a great week and see you then.